I think when you make new friends who enjoy getting outside like you do, in the beginning, you do simple things like, go for a trail run or ride your bike to get a beer.
That's what we should shoot a cooking show. Welcome to the fancy food, backcountry special.
The natural progression of that is to plan bigger trips and make them more logistically difficult. I think for most of us, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the reward. The group of people on this trip were not only getting to know the landscape that was foreign to us all, but getting to know each other as well. Based on how the river was flowing and the length of our trip, we had a long day ahead of us. Regardless, we made time to stretch our legs and explore outside of the boat. That first little excursion was fun, and I think all of us were blown away by the beauty of this area and looking forward to what's ahead. All right, Em, what's going on? What are you about to do?
I'm going in. See how deep it is.
Wow.
It's pretty deep.
Chocolate milk, baby.
How was your float, Em?
My float was great. It was great. You can see. There were some riffles, but I got through them.
The flow rate in the river was faster than expected, and we were pleasantly surprised with how quick we were moving. When we pulled up to camp later that afternoon, Joe, our friend and also chef for the trip, started making dough, homemade, that we would get with dinner. Little did we know, this dinner was going to be a feast. We had a night filled with stories and laughter, and the next morning our bellies were full, but that didn't stop Joe from finishing off all the leftovers. And about what time of day is it?
11:15.
11:15?
Second breakfast or first lunch, hard to say.
What's been your favorite part about the morning so far?
Seeing the sheer size of Dylan's poop bag.
How big was it?
About Ziploc gallon bag size. Precisely. Don't know how he got the Ziploc to seal. Let's put it that way.
Every turn of the canyon offered new views. We were constantly looking up at the big walls and moving sky. In the back of our minds was the upcoming rapid. For those of us with little experience on the river, we were excited, but also nervous.
Oh, I think there's, so these two that are somewhere. It's gonna be easier in the kayak. So what you're gonna do, you see these two rocks here? You're gonna split those, and then like skirt the little cliff edge, and then you're gonna drop off the little waterfall on the far right, down below. That's the hot line. The smaller the raft, the bigger the risk you have to take. Where all of the little whitewater starts. Yep. And that's also in the middle. You want to just be just right of that with momentum going left, but not too hard that you hit this like curling wave that's there. You want to be in between this curling wave and that triangular rock. Like the things that, I don't know, is that what they're called, oil rigs?
Yeah, pump jack?
Yeah.
That thing that goes like that.
Yeah.
Pump jack.
They're all over the place.
No trace left behind.
Been knocking at your door.
I've been spending the last 2 days in the muddy water. Now we are going to some fresh water. And I'm excited to brush my hair. And I'm gonna
hair too.
because I don't swim very well.
The best hair for hairbrush hair.
It's one way or the other. No way in between. I ain't getting any younger. And you will stay forever a dream. You were truly my love.
After swimming and cliff jumping, we all hiked back to the river to finish off the last few miles to camp.
Just one thing to discover. Oh no, it was never built to last. Ooh, you just fall in and out of love. You just fall in and out of love.
As the sun set behind the canyon walls, the temperature cooled down and the insects came alive. Everyone was worn out from the day and excited to find home for the night.
Yep, at this river mile, I read in the guidebook, you have to take a tequila shot if you pass here past 8 o'clock. That's us.
Well, shoot.
Rite of passage.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be darned.
And I know it ain't your fault.
All right, Joe. What's going on?
Just did about 23 miles today. Spent a little too much time swimming in a side canyon, getting to camp a little late. Still gonna fry up some cauliflower tacos and make some dessert and have some fun. And then gonna get a great night's sleep, get up and do it all again tomorrow.
What's the plan for tomorrow?
Gonna wake up, gonna eat leftovers from tonight. I'm probably gonna be slurping down some dessert while y'all wake up and watch me. And then go downstream, hopefully clean all this shit because it's pretty dirty. Put it in the trucks and go back to our other lives for a couple days. But only a couple days. That was too much. Over the top. But it's pretty.
Joe, real quick,
Yes.
what day of the trip is it, and
Day
what are we going to do?
79. Sorry, you're being serious. I'm sorry. Okay, start over. We need to start over.
It literally is one sentence.
I
Just
know,
say
I know.
what day. Just say it's the last day of the trip, and we're on our way to the boat ramp.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Can you ask me that question again?
What stage of the trip are we in, and what are we about to do?
So day 3 of 3, and we had this nice camp last night. Got here late, getting up and heading downstream to the takeout.
We got about 6 or 7 miles, maybe 8 of this, like pretty relaxed floating. So.
The last morning on the river was quiet. The trip was coming to an end, and I could tell that everyone was sad to finish, but appreciative of the trip we had. And how do you feel about the trip being over? Or almost over?
I could stay on here longer for sure. But they started talking about ice cream, so now I want ice cream.
I'm also super thankful that the 7 of us got together and were able to do this trip.
Anya, how do you feel about the trip being over?
Let's just keep going.